Welcome, my fellow beer lovers, to another episode of Is This Genius or Shenanigans? Do you remember those little pods that are in Guinness stouts and other stouts packed with nitro? So when you open the beer, the nitro gets released into your brew. This has something they're calling, I can hear it, the BevBoost. So it's a pod, or you say widget, with hop extracts instead. So the idea is, so instead of doing the late hop, dry hop at the brewery, I'm doing it myself just before cracking in the can and pour it into a glass. So according to Uplsope Brewing in Colorado, this should get you much better shelf life than your normal brewing method. Genius or shenanigans? Let's kick it.
This is your final warning. I do weird stuff on camera just for you. Experimenting with chaos, that's what I do. If it all blows up, that's just part of the plan. Infotainment and it's caffeine in my hand. Mom says bring snacks and don't make a fuss. Plotting world domination, one word with us. DrHans Brewery.
I'm DrHans, this is DrHans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. And this is my friend Chewy. As I only have one can and the BevBoost widget is already in this, I can't compare it with or without. So instead I drove to Systembolaget, the only store here in Sweden. It's run by the government, who is allowed to sell alcohol over 3.5% ABV, and I picked up 10 IPAs, all I can find in sort of the same ABV span here. That was my first concern. This comes in at 6.6%, the hop boosted IPA. So I bought every IPA I could find from 6.4 to 6.9%, and I let my trusty digital sidekick IPA sort it out, and it spit out an amazing plan to do this experiment. So I ditched that. Instead of trying to compare this with itself.
No, stop! This is not how this should be tested. The correct method would be to chill the can to near freezing, 0.1 degrees Celsius, 32.18 degrees Fahrenheit. Why not take it to absolute zero while you're at it? Because at 0 Kelvin, carbonation, beer and you all cease to function. Now, stay focused on the edit and leave this to the adults. Now, where was I? Then you vent the headspace very slowly, not open, vent. So don't drink it. Correct. You allow pressure to escape without rupturing the membrane. Then you decant the base beer into 2 identical glasses, minimal turbulence, controlled conditions. Then you retrieve the pod, rupture it externally and dose only 1 glass. Now you have base beer versus base beer plus extract. Scientifically clean.
Yeah, but that would mean that I had to try to get the pod out, and Mom doesn't allow me to play with sisters since the accident. And also I think, with all respect, your experiment is flawed.
Flawed?
Comparing the Bev boosted IPA with an unboosted IPA, the same beer, that wouldn't be fair. That would be comparing it to a beer that never was meant to be existed, because it's an unfinished recipe.
Ah, so it's like eating a sourdough loaf before it's even baked. Yes, but with worse outcome and significantly more disappointment.
If it's not a gimmick.
Translation: if BevBoost is real, it should win immediately. Are you done arguing?
Or almost.
I could go on for a bit.
If it's not a gimmick, if it's a real thing, it should beat this American IPA. This is a West Coast IPA. We're not comparing actual beer, we're trying to find out freshness. I think it's more proper to compare this with an American beer that had traveled the same way. This should be super fresh beer. This could be good also, but if it's not beating the normal traditional ways, and if that's not good enough for you, I have this Swedish ones. So this is the American one, Metal AF, from Bootstrap Brewing. Where is it from? Could it be Colorado also? It could be, I don't know. Comment down below. With the Swedish beer, this is Poppels, West Coast. This comes in at 6.5%. This was, by the way, 6.5% also. And then we have Stigbergs, also well-renowned Swedish brewery. Their West Coast IPA, which comes in at around 6.5%. So they're all like the same ABV. I did find a quote there on the website about the shenanigans. We spent years thinking about how to make hop-forward beers even better in a can. BevBoost delivers on that vision in a way that's never been possible, bringing next-level hop character to life right when you crack it. This isn't just new IPA, it's a new kind of drinking experience, and we're proud to be the first to offer it. Uplsope Brewing and the little BevBoost Widget has Citra, Galaxy and Strata hops extract in it. And I did have 4 identical glasses for this experiment up to about 30 minutes ago. But I can't fit all of this into this, so maybe it's a good thing. We will use the Teku glass first. And this has been standing now in room temperature for at least half an hour, so they're not super cold. Because I only have one crack at this, and as mentioned earlier, not allowed to play with scissors. You might need to put your headphones on for this one. No, just kidding. But I do have a microphone up here, not rigged especially for this experiment. We'll see if we can hear anything. Something's happening. It smells a lot. That's a good head. Okay, so we have a massive head there, which could be hard to get through. It looks like a West Coast color to me. It probably has some caramel malt in it, and there's a lot of fragrance. The aroma. Let's see if we can get all this in here. So head is loosening up, and definitely is fragrant. It smells a little bit like soft, but that's Swedish word. IPA. What's the English word for soft?
The word you are looking for could be lemonade.
Thank you. It smells a little bit like lemonade. A little bit fake to me, to be honest, but maybe it's also all in my head. Let's dive in. Cheers. Let me just say like this. I don't think we need to compare it with all of this, because it has a strange bitterness to it. It doesn't scream of flavor. It's a well-fermented beer, no off flavors, but there's something artificial with it. It has a weird bitterness, almost also like soapy thing to it. Perfumey, soapy. We should compare it against another American beer, even though this has mosaic in it. I think this has citra in it, though. But let's give it an honest run for its money. Maybe it's better than this one, which maybe gives you an opportunity to open a lot of beers. Yeah, you in the back. But how do they get the pod inside the can without it bursting? Ah, that's a good question. Could they have like a pressurized canning room where they're walking around like astronauts? Probably not. Sounds a little bit too expensive to me, but let me pass this one over to one of the other doctors.
Alright, let's try to explain this correctly before the comment section does it creatively. The pod went into the can before sealing.
So the pod was like energetically aligned with the beer before pressure entered its aura.
No, man bun, stop confusing things. Empty can, pod in, beer in, can sealed. No aura, no magic, no nothing.
No nothing?
Then why didn't it explode immediately? Because the membrane doesn't care about pressure. It cares about how fast the pressure changes. Think of it like this.
You're sitting calmly in an airplane at cruising altitude. Sun blazing, seatbelt light off. You pay 12 euros for a macro lager in a can half the size of your own dignity. High pressure difference? No problem. But open the door, suddenly everything goes wrong.
That's how they get you to buy the travel insurance. Same principle. Carbonation builds pressure naturally inside the sealed can as the CO2 in the beer dissolves and reaches equilibrium pressure.
Total balance and harmony.
The pot tolerates steady pressure just fine. When you open the can like a normal human, pressure collapses fast, membrane ruptured, hop extract released. This still sounds like shenanigans to me. Why don't they just put the hops in a little pouch outside of the can so people could add it themselves? Like McDonald's ketchup before they started serving it in those tiny menstrual cups. Nope, absolutely not. We're not unzipping that metaphor.
Too much information. Thank you. Beer in the glass. This is Metal AF India Pale Ale from Uplsope Brewing Company. Absolutely beautiful. So it has more color. You can probably see that from, is this good content? Aroma. I can't say this is screaming either. The only one who's screaming is probably me. It doesn't taste super fresh. This had more aroma, but there's something artificial with the BevBoost one, I think, compared to this one. Should we, just for sports, also compare it to at least one of the Swedish one? This has citra in it, which this has also. And I can't remember this one now. This is Stigberg from Gothenburg, where I got the BevBoost one. This actually came with in one of the doors here, the flaps, in the Christmas calendar, so which I have been doing over at the DrHans. But that is all over now, so I had to actually swap one day for a beer that was kindly sent to me from Jonas Eliasson, also DrHans subscriber. Thank you so much. I have several beers here, and I will record some over at DrHans Patreon. Maybe not today, because it's getting a lot, but see you in another BS video soon. Beer in the glass. Stigberg's West Coast IPA. So this doesn't look like a West Coast to me. It looks like a hazy. It smells like a hazy. But it's super fresh. It doesn't taste artificial at all. But this beer did not have to travel the seas. Or I'm not gonna call a winner here today. We're just gonna answer the question, is this genius or is it shenanigans? And drum roll, should we? It's shenanigans. If I got a bad one, if you haven't tried it, let me know down in the comments. Have you tried anything like this? Give me your thoughts on this one. I was kind of hoping for this to be the next thing, but I think I will continue dry hopping my beers. But speaking of dry hopping late or dry hopping early, why don't you watch this video next?
You know, it's not the size that matters. It's a numbers game.
Thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen.